Yesterday's conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine. But the carnal mind is foolish, obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? A few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Hello. Welcome to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Daniel Pena, and today it is episode 124, and it is May 8th, 2023. Hey, we got some news for you today. Look, I have not been in the game for a minute. Yeah, you've seen over the last few weeks, I've been MIA. Well, I guess over the winter time, I started noticing maybe a little bit of tooth issues, and it just accumulated over until a couple of weeks ago when things started getting excruciating. I couldn't record. I couldn't really talk. I was in devastating pain. I mean, I'll be honest, I had to have a root canal and an infection cleaned out in my tooth, and it was by far the worst pain I have ever had. And dude, I hope that happens to no one ever. Literally, it took me out. I was like in IR, dude. Injured reserve for all of you non-sports heads. But yeah, literally, man. I'm glad though that I'm healthy now, and I'm actually taking a little bit more care of my teeth and my health in complete spectrum, right? I'm looking at all type of aspects, and dude, people said, hey, just wait till you get a root canal pain. I'm like, no, what do you mean? Why would I want that? But they're like, no, dude, that's the worst ever. And by far, literally the worst pain I've ever had, guys. It's unbelievable. And you know, I just went to a second dentist, and this dude's like, you're gonna need a second root canal. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, I don't want to go through a second root canal. What do you mean? So I hit up a third dentist, and this dude was like, yo, you're not going to need a root canal. The second dentist was lying to you. You know, they just want your money. They don't care about your tooth health. You know, this third dentist was like, your teeth are perfectly healthy. I mean, we can, you know, clean them up with just a little clean, but no, literally, like, healthy. I mean, and she wasn't even saying that they were dirty. You know, like, my teeth are pretty kind of white, right? I've been taking real good care of them, and yeah, you know, I'm just thankful that things didn't get out of hand. Because look, the same side that I've had that issue on, I actually had a rotten tooth 2 years ago. That thing was rotted to the core. I had to get it taken out, and that literally put me out for a month, right? Because of how intense it was for, you know, my neurological system to recalibrate. And you know, I'm not used to that type of thing. I'm very good with my mind, and you know, teeth are, I don't really ever have them pulled. So when I did, I was just out of it, right? And I was just thinking over the last few weeks, like, I don't want these root canals. I just want to get them extracted. And literally, dude, I just saved myself today from getting 2 extractions. I would have been walking around with a whole bunch of teeth missing, and I didn't want to do that. No, heck, I would have been looking all patched up. You know, my teeth was all missing links and just all jacked up. No, I didn't want that. So this dentist saved me. She's like, look, this is what I'm going to do for you. Your teeth are perfectly healthy. I'm very surprised that, you know, whoever told you whatever they did, you know, so we're just going to go ahead and fix things up, make everything a little bit better. And yeah, literally, guys, I just want to be able to have a nice smile. And you know, one of the things is too, I'm going through the Bite denture braces, or Invisalign braces from Bite, BYTE. It's actually a Mexican-made company, so you know, all my Mexicans out there who want to go ahead and support some fellow Mexicans, yeah, these braces come from Mexico. Pretty dope. And yeah, these braces have been helping me out. You know, when I had that root canal though, frig, I couldn't put the braces on. Oh heck no. You know, you can actually see, like, I have some fatigue in my face a little bit, and but you can also tell, like, my teeth are getting straighter for sure. My smile, my jaw, a little bit of everything. And oh yes, it's an amazing thing to have, you know, good health, right? Yeah. Hey, that's enough of me. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this without you though, and I really need the money for this tooth pain, the dental procedures. You guys look below, right below my coupon codes. You'll see a place to donate. Please donate. Don't be a jerk. You know, for everyone who is realizing that people like me are putting my life and image on the line to serve the community, you know, it would be behoove of you to not respect me and my mission. I'm not saying like bow down. No. Like literally, dude, you have to just show respect to people who are trying to do the right thing. I do it. Dude, I've been donating to podcasters for helping me out, bro. I don't even have a lot of money, but I'm literally giving my last money to people who are saving my last freaking leg in life with their podcast. And trust me, some of these podcasters I've been donating to, like Sam Tripoli, that dude shadow banned everywhere. They hate him online. And so, these dudes are literally risking it all just to help us out because, we all realize it across humanity right now in 2023 that shit is fucked up. And we need to get ourselves together, pull ourselves, out of our own behind. We need to protect our family and friends, really focus on the task ahead for all of us and the implications and, of what these elites and richer folk want to do against the middle class and lower class, and how some systems may play out, like financially, medically, just all sorts of things. And we have to understand the end game of who we are against. We can't just be in life going all day, all night, thinking that there's no enemy. And I'm not trying to put some fear. Look, God has us, but there's a lot of stuff on earth that we have to fight for, that we really have to put our foot down and, can't let pass us by without saying anything or without trying to change it. Also, guys, hey, go check out my sponsors down below. I got it on my ticker and I got it down in the info bar. Got plenty of sponsors, a little bit of everything. AquaCure from George Wiseman, water ionizers from Jonathan Boots, got supplements from Boomer Boost, we got CBD from Tweedle Farms, we got plenty of seed sponsors, some pepper seeds from my girl Pepper Princess 509, some cannabis seeds from multiple sponsors, hemp seeds from Heart and Soil Project, and he has cannabis seeds. So, a little bit of everything, cannabis fertilizer, soil supplements. Queen of the Sun Grown is offering a 25% off code for her classes. And so, yeah, all of you who want to go ahead and get some knowledge from Queen of the Sun Grown, she offers premium classes to teach you everything you need to know about growing and more. And go check all of those sponsors out down below. Thank me later because I know you're going to use them this year. Sheesh. Look at what's going on. We're all evolving. Me and my friends, my family, we're all taking the appropriate steps to better our lives and realize that we have people around us who want to help us, and that there are organizations and companies that do fit our common interests and support our cause, and don't shy down and don't sell out like Bud Light. Yo, look, I'm a little tired. I'm not still having tooth pain, but I had the root canal last Monday and I'm still kind of healing. That thing was intense. They drilled into my root and it went pretty deep. You know who else is about to go deep? This dude. Let's go. Let's kick it off with the news for you now. So what we got going on is Stacy's mom. She's got it going on. Yo, I'm just playing around with you. You guys remember that song from way back in the day? Ooh, shout out. So New York has to pass a law banning natural gas in most. The implications of that is that they don't want us to use gas for our cars, for our, our cooking, our house. They can remove these natural resources. It's better for them because we can make gas type things, and it kind of pulls us out of nature if they remove gas. And yeah, gas in some form can be a problem, explosives, or overuse with like thousands and thousands of gallons or whatever for these jet airliners. Well, they burn kerosene, but you kind of get what I mean. Like, there can be a problem, but for the most part, no. The real deal is that they just want to put us on electric everything, control us. When they have those 5-minute cities, those 1-minute cities, those concentration camps, and they have everything electrical, they can control it with a switch. They can't control your gas with a switch, or your car with a switch if it's gas. I mean, they could, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, this is a battle against the natural resource. And then, look, I'm not against electric, but I am against authoritarian states who want to go ahead and pressure us into restrictive, selective programming, right? And with that, we're going forward. From Disclose TV, check this out. This was last week. Everyone was tripping out. Russia says Ukraine tried to hit the Kremlin with drones overnight in an assassination attempt on Putin. Putin the Scootin, the out of there. Yo, if I was him and this happened over me, I would have went straight to the bunker. Yo, check this out. One? Or is it that? Oh, that's just the explosion. This was a bad video. So you see all that white smoke. The drone got, I don't know, maybe with 50 or 100 feet. Here's a full video. So, oh, you hear a loud. Very interesting. It was like 50 or 100 feet above. It didn't seem like within 5 feet of it. No, it seemed like there was some defense missiles, defense shield, something that blew it up in the air. Um, Things are getting for real out there. These guys. So, if you guys didn't know, Ukraine has been trying to go on the offensive in the last couple months. They said in order for them to really take control, they're going to have to go on the offensive and target Russia's key supplies and key places, and start stepping foot into their territory and causing havoc. Shit. Good luck. Yeah. Next up. Ireland has passed a law making it illegal for their citizens to view or share any non-mainstream media content. The Irish hate speech law criminalizes possession and dissemination of material likely to incite violence or hatred based on protected characteristics like race and gender. If non-mainstream media content falls under this category, it could be subject to the law's provisions. Ooh. Ireland, oh Lord, they're really trying to hush the population. Shh, citizens, you can't talk. That's pretty much what it is. Shh, citizens, you can't wrong think. It's pretty much what it is, right? I didn't expect this from Ireland, but I don't know two shits about them, so I really can't say that. Like, I know their history, but still, I thought they were cool. This is ridiculous. So anything that you could share online, like, you see an article and you just click that share button, now you can get in trouble. Remember, actually, people have been getting arrested over the last couple of months. Pretty wild. I'm starting to think about my future here in America real deep. Like this. So, the godfather of AI. This is from Breitbart. The godfather of AI resigns from Google, warns of the danger of artificial intelligence. You know, who else warned us about artificial intelligence? Stephen Hawking, right before he passed away, within the last few years of his life. He really started harping on how humanity was overstepping its technological capabilities, and they might just be creating something that was too powerful and can override humanity and be a threat. Kind of something like what Elon Musk was saying. For real. I mean, now it's the third guy. So you take it for what is worth. And yes, I'm not trying to like say all AI is evil, but no. It's just the possibility of the, I don't know, top 20% of AI really posing a danger. All right. Moving forward from Disclosed TV. Now, I discussed it over the last few weeks how the IMF and other organizations around the world are really pushing for digital currency. The IMF created the Unicoin a couple of weeks ago, really signifying their fight and their dominance in money, right? They're really taking a charge and people are falling for it. I've seen things online like, oh, digital currency will save us all. All dumb. Just like sheeped out, really. Because when you allow someone to control your money over the internet, and possibly fine you or restrict you this money because of your actions online, that's a problem. Instead of that $10,000 check you get every couple months, I don't know who really gets a $10,000 check. Instead of that $2,000 paycheck, you're gonna get like $500, $1,500 deducted for obscenity, profanity, vulgarism, littering, jaywalking, going 3 over the speed limit, and you're gonna have to buy rations for cheap, low-grade GMO pesticide food that's sold at a quarter of the price that you'd be paying for organic food, healthy food. That's a problem, guys. Big issue. So the IMF states that more than 110 nations are developing central bank digital currencies. No bueno. I mean, we still have to see how the world handles this over the next few years. The world can collapse off of this shit. I'll be honest. If everybody fails this digital currency market, the whole world fails because of how many systems are already being switched off monetary paper, physical dollar, for this digital currency. I mean, I just seen a kiosk, a vending machine that takes dollar bills and puts out debit cards. Oh my lord. At least people like this, I'm not saying being a hero, but they're, questioning things, being honest, being real, being a man. Ooh, them lefties hate that word, man. Mankind. Here we go. So check this out. This is a president of Azerbaijan destroying a BBC reporter, accusing him of censoring the speech, but can't give an example. Of course they can't give an example. They just talking shit. Here we go. He's like, sit down, little girl. You have no voice. When he brought up Join Assange, she just like shivered, quivered. She's like, oh shit, I'm in the deep water, deep sea. Yeah, of course, man. This dude's smart. Um, nice job, President of Azerbaijan. That's a good dude. Everybody in that country, I would fight for him. You know what I mean? I hope you guys are. Here we go. So, covering Paris riots, France riots. Dude, this shit's getting out of hand. They are firebombing police now. I'm gonna see if. Look at this. I don't want to play the audio. That's just disturbing. Cries and yells. It's fucked up. Look at this, dude. Bro. Like, pray for the world. God help us. Man, bro. Dude, do you think the police want to be here, bro? They're just trying to make money for their kids. And I'm not defending all of the police, just like all of the government or all of the politics or all of the sports stars or all the media stars or all the musicians. There is good apples and bad apples, but look, we shouldn't be doing this, bro. It's just wild. I don't really stand for violence like this. I'll just be honest. There's better ways of resolving issues. That doesn't mean I won't fight, but if I had the option to, I wouldn't fight. You know what I mean? Hey, so the next up is global times. You guys all need an inspiration story. So Jack Ma, the creator of Alibaba, came from nothing. Literally. He was, as the elite would say, he was lower class, poor class. And he managed to create Alibaba and change his whole life. And he's going on to do bigger and better things right here. So from Global Times, it says Jack Ma Yun, founder of Alibaba, has been invited to a visiting professor at, or has been invited to be a visiting professor at Tokyo College of University of Tokyo. The university announced on Monday Ma will conduct joint research, especially in sustainable agriculture and food production. He will also give seminars addressing entrepreneurship and innovation. Hey, so I hope he's not looking into GMOs, but the key thing that makes me think that he isn't is sustainable agriculture. That's good. And food production. That's good. Not, there would be some other words that you'd be able to look out for, right? These are the key words. Sustainable agriculture. That's key. I just hope it's not with GMOs or any type of harmful methods. Use nature, my friend. I feel that he will be on the right side of this, and he will try to help and be a good person through this. But if he goes on to create a company, then it could be even bigger. He could be trying to gather more help in order to save the world. It's just a possibility. So this is a follow-up on that Ukraine-Russia from Insider Paper. Russia fires 24 drones at Ukraine and 18 were shot down. Ooh. So yeah, this and do a deeper dive later in a bit. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to find... So, scientists discovered a massive metal structure under the surface of the moon and are now trying to figure out what it is from the Daily Loud. So, people have been saying this for a long time, like, hey, man, there's something underneath the moon. It rings. It produces weird acoustics, weird light, and the thermal readings, and it looks like there's domes in the crater, like artificial biodomes, and it looks like UFOs come out of these craters specifically, and none of the craters go down past 500 feet or 500 yards. If you look at all the craters, they have the same depth. It's really weird. It's like they just go down a little bit and then hit a wall, and all the craters are like that, right? I mean, some are probably small, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you look. Moving forward. Hey, the WHO says COVID-19 is no longer a global emergency. And you just seen the FDA a couple days ago drop the, the Malovent vaccines. Oh my God, that's my dog's neighbor crying. So they dropped 2 vaccines. The FDA, they dropped the Pfizer and the Moderna. They're not allowed in America anymore. So, hey, all across America, people are finally waking up, and the governments can't hide it. Hey, what up, Joe? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Sheesh, been a minute since we kicked it. We all need to be on the permaculture game. That's right. That's right. The more that we be green, the better our lives, right? Our lives increase every time we're out in nature and we get some food, bring it back to our family, cook up a nice, hot, fresh meal. Ooh, dang, man. Everybody loves that. Ain't nobody saying no to a fresh blueberry pie. Like, oh, what's that smell? Yo, so Hey, Joe, I need you on for a episode with you and Ben. Let's get it cracking. Here we go. Oh, not this. I was just checking, the high side chats. He moved and had a little bit of a delay too. But we're going forward. Here it is from CoinTelegraph, the future of money. Montana governor signs pro cryptocurrency mining bill into law. Kind of just like Texas, right? Texas and Montana now are really pro crypto, and they're trying to protect its crypto miners. I think Florida too. I'm not sure. Yeah, them dogs are howling like wolves. So, according to the records with Montana legislature, Gianforte signed SB 178 into law on May 2nd after the bill had passed both the state, house, and Senate. The legislation effectively enshrines crypto miners' rights in the state by revising existing laws prohibiting discriminatory electrical rates for mining firms and not allowing taxation for crypto used as a method of payment. That's a dub. So anybody who wants to mine crypto on like a big level, you guys can go over to Montana and get some love. That's what's up. Montana's pretty close to me, so I'm interested to see how big their economy booms, because I know some of these places like Florida, where it was really popular with crypto for a minute, some of these places got rich. Miami, and then you look at LA. Yeah, for sure, some of these places can get rich. If Montana gets rich, hopefully it ups its boring level, because that shit is boring to freaking drive through. You don't want to drive through it at all. No, you'll pass out. Literally, you'll drive off the side of the road and meet some cattle. You're like, what the fuck? Where am I? I'm not in Kansas anymore. Yo, it literally is just the most boring state in America to drive through. Hands down. You're not going to see anything except dirt, and that's it. Moving forward, here's from the Insider paper. Florida Governor DeSantis signs bill allowing state's board to cancel Disney deals. Dude, DeSantis is going hard at these guys. There's a lot to talk about between that whole story. That can go on for a whole episode itself, but we don't need to do that. That's just a messy subject. It gets dirty real quick. It gets deep real quick. I guess some of these are doubled. So, right here from Jake Shields. Jake Shields, he wants to fight like 5 people on once. He wants to fight 5 days. 10 days. Sorry. So, Jake Shields offered to fight 10 transgender men in a row and has this challenge taken up by a furious wrestler who promised to wipe the floor of him. That's a trans wrestler, and that's Jake Shields. I'll be honest, guys, Jake Shields will F these guys up. Dude, they don't know. Dude, this is a pro MMA fighter. Those dudes' hands are considered weapons in some states. Literally, if they throw their hands at people, they can get charged with some crazy things because their hands are so powerful, right? I mean, we've seen Joe Rogan's kicks. You guys have seen those, right? Where they what is it, like ESPN or one of those sports little segments, they tested Joe Rogan's kick and they're like, dude, this shit's world class. When you're on that level, it's just a whole nother game. Dude, let's just say this trans wrestler was at best a collegiate athlete. Not Jake Shields. And that's just, I'll be honest, uh, I don't want to get too deep into how I feel about this, but there's an ego problem with these guys on the left. They think they can take on the whole world and not care about respectful rights or traditions. They just want to destroy it all, destroy everything, tear it down now. Oh man, yo, I just hope that our future in America can be better. And here's a little message from Owen Benjamin, guys. Uh, you know, let's just go ahead and do it. Yo, Owen Benjamin is dropping some truth right there. Hands down. Don't be a moron, guys. Don't be ignorant or arrogant. And so here's that article that I stated earlier. New reverse ATM lets you turn cash into prepaid debit cards. I really hope we don't start seeing these everywhere, but if we do, just know these things are filled with cash. Yo, I mean, if everybody's putting their cash in, then, dude, yeah. It says these prepaid cards generated at reverse ATMs can hold anywhere from 10 to 1,000. So they're making it easy for you to drop $1,000 into this ATM and get cards back. It's wow. So it says these are at NHL, NBA, and MLS stadiums. Pretty wild, I'll be honest. It says the most common way to reload cash onto prepaid cards is at a green dot location, which can be found nationwide at places like Walmart, CVS, or 7-Eleven. Interesting. So this is going real mainstream real quick, guys. And so, you know, we just got through the pandemic, but we just need a little has shot. That's a long 2 years ago too, so maybe 60%, 70% of the globe has some DNA changing technology inside of them that can be spread. Yeah, very interesting. We're gonna take a quick break for a minute while I get some water and check on my dogs. Hey, Joe. Oh, yeah, dude. Jake Shields is a beast. And for sure, you know, we're going to get on that episode and talk aliens, UFOs, and everything weird. Hey, dude. I'll be your guys' third co-host. Hit me up. Let's do it. For real. All right. Here's a quick break for you. Stay tuned. Like.
Not new, what I do. I've been at it for a minute, pursuing, doing the damage. I would do everything that I said I would do. I gotta have it, so goddammit, I'ma be everything I plan to be. Glad to see money coming my way, believe I'll achieve anything I put my mind to, or at least I try to. I'm avoiding my doom, manifesting my room. Meditate to ease the flow, third eye open, see the golden energy. It can enter me, get me to feeling full, forget my enemies. Dead to me, yeah, I proceed to go to a new dimension. Gotta mention it's inside a soul. Go inside, fuck the outside, never tell lies, show pride for belief. Gotta keep the range wide, so instead I just write another hit. Getting fried, rolling up, smoke another blunt for the good times, bad times makes for the good rhymes. So it never matters, I just learned, no I can't hide. Thank God for every second was birthed with the mind of an ancient soul who's just waiting for the next sign. I'm always watching, vision like a hawk, heaven flocking. When I drop it, I'm talking, have them knocking. The knowledge that I'm dropping, I'm coming out the noggin, I'm logged in. That's the intuition, nothing wrong with doing what you feel is right. Everybody got this. Usually feel it in the night when I'm dropping knowledge. Never even needed any college, abolish. People telling people what they want, I do not wish control over anybody, do it for the profit. That's the reason that they push it, do it from the cockpit. Cause they got the money, want the money on the mob shit. On the mob shit. But I know they ain't gon' make it, shit is poppin'. At the end of time, new age topics. Revolutionary crusade cross, here we go to a new space. Yeah, we enter in a new place. Louis V on my shoelace, rolling with the blue face. Yeah, I'm wondering what you chase. Just another dude caught up in the rat race. Moving my pace, lot of people looking at me sideways. I chase future preparations, gotta go through my phase till I feel ready to rearrange it. Happen on a daily basis, tripping oasis. When so many people that I can't see through their faces and touch, so I'm reading minds, feel like I'm evasive, persuasive. Cause I feel the vibe, manipulation, I'm patient. Yeah, I feel the vibe, then work to change it. Manifestation, blessings is what I'm chasing. Quantum physics, I'm about to take the time and rearrange it. I play with reality, can't feel like I'm basic. Most people shut it down, don't wanna embrace it. Replacing knowledge.
Yo, we are back. Thank you for sticking around like some good weed. You know that good weed, sticky icky. Ooh, wee. Here, this is some old news, but we just need to be aware. So when they talk about robots, clones, androids, and the reality of these things, this was 10 years ago. This was there's many articles like this, different creators and different robot makers. They created a biomass powered robot with a digestive system that can operate for a week without human help by feeding itself, watering itself, and cleaning itself. That's scary, man. Especially with the way that technology has improved. Oh man, so they probably already have robots that can eat, clean shit, and do everything on its own. Makes me wonder, really, why they don't want to tell us about their real inventions. It's pretty close how it talks about in here, but let's just read a bit. Hot on the heels of the first synthetic cell comes a slightly lower brow advance, a synthetic gut. In the bid to create such autonomous robots, researchers turn to a biomass as energy source. Such food-munching robots have been demonstrated in the past, oxygen generating power with the help of microbial fuel cells, bioelectrochemical devices that enlist cultures of bacteria to break down food to generate power. That's just scary, bro. Who knows what could be eaten for, quote, food, unquote. Part of the process is reduction oxidation reaction that takes place in the anode chambers of each of the robot's microbial fuel cells. As the bacteria metabolizes the organic matter, hydrogen atoms are given off. The hydrogen's electrons migrate to the electrode, generating a current, while hydrogen ions pass through a proton exchange membrane into the cathode chamber of the cell, which contains water. Here, oxygen dissolved in that water combines with the protons to produce additional water. Because this supply of water gradually evaporates, the robot also needs regular drinks, which it gets from a separate spout. At the start of the digestive process, the robot feeds itself by moving into contact with the dispenser. This pumps a nutrient-rich solution of partially processed sewage into its mouth, where it is distributed into 48 separate microbial fuel cells within the robot. The fluid is a concoction of minerals, salts, yeast extraction, and other nutrients. Very interesting. The cells are arranged in a stack of 2 tiers of 24, designed to allow gravity to direct any heavy undigested matter to accumulate in a central trough. The contents are repeatedly recirculated from the trough into the robot's feeder tanks to extract as much energy as possible. Getting rid of this waste not only prevents full cells from filling up and becoming clogged, but also removes any acidic waste products from the digester that might poison the bacteria. As things stand, the fuel cells are capable of extracting a mere 1% of the chemical energy available in its food, despite the recycling process. The system uses off-the-shelf components, so modifying the anodes to have a larger surface area in which bacteria can attach themselves should help extract far more energy. Robert Finkelstein, who is the head of Energy Autonomous Tactile Robot, aka EATER, project at the U.S. military's research agency, DARPA, thinks microbial fuel cell technology is the wrong choice. Yeah, bro, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Well, where just, I was about to charcoal. Pretty much, you just seen a robot that has the ability to eat and eat real stuff for energy, right? Well, here's the opposite end of it, no pun intended. The robot that poops. Yep, the robo-dump. It's called the robo-dump. The robo-dump. Dum, dum, dum. The robo-dump. Dum. Don't get dumped on by the robo-dump. Yo, I can't believe the robots people make. Here's a quick article from New York Times. I'm not going to get into it. They're going to make me read it. I don't want to read it. Nobody cares too much. We just need to read the headliner because that's all that matters really in this. 4 Proud Boys convicted in sedition against Key January 6th case. So 4 of those rioters who were pro-Trump. Look, guys, I know I talk shit about Biden a lot and Obama and Clinton and all them and Bush. But I promise you, I'm not for Trump either. I also talk about Trump. He's an idiot for inciting this, pretty much. They're all bad apples, and they're all cousins, too. Really weird. They all slept in the same bed together multiple nights. No joke. You heard about all that shit with P. Diddy. Oh, I'm going to have to drop it tomorrow. Yeah, that P. Diddy conspiracy. Ooh, it's filthy, man. 50 Cent clowning on him. All sorts of cats clowning on him. What a derogatory term in place right there. Dude, P. Diddy is blank. That's a bad word. I'm not going to say. I'm not even trying to think it, but just jokingly creating an image for all of you guys to put your own bad word in there. Dude, P. Diddy is shady. You would not want to party with that cat. And definitely don't go shopping with him. So here's from the Insider. This is to follow up, right? We just seen Russia get hit by one drone. We seen then Russia fire 24 drones. And I don't know what the freak is going on, but here it is. Ukraine's military says it shot down one of its own drones near the capital after it lost control of the aircraft. that's a big question mark. Like, are these guys dumb? Like, do you know how much those cost and how serious your job is? Look, I'm not for Ukraine. I'm just calling out the stupidity, bro. Okay, bro, if I was in the military, still, and it doesn't matter what country, you know, if I was in America, if I was in Japan, if I was in any other country's military, and this happened, I would say the same thing. Like, dude, you have to be, like, pretty dumb in order to, like, have this happen in your own area in a heated time. Like, this is just going to fuel to all the conspiracy theories out there. Yes, I said conspiracy theories, and, you know, I'm not, like, not afraid of saying the truth, bro. Look, I believe in conspiracy theories, and I make a lot of proof on them, but I'm not going to be blind to the fact that this is how false conspiracy theories get created. Whether, you know, people in these hotels are like, what's really happening? That's not true. Why would Ukraine do that? You know, is it a Russian drone they shot down? You know, is it self-sabotage? Because we do know, just like the NATO pipeline, self-sabotage is a thing. These guys don't care about the citizens. So here it is from CNN Politics. Next up, North Carolina advances likely veto-proof abortion ban to governor's desk, which would ban most abortions after 12 weeks. So 3 months, yeah. You know, if it's taking you that long, you know, personally, the baby should be born, right? I mean, there is special cases for everything, but, you know, let's just talk about the majority. Abortion shouldn't be happening if it's, you know, I don't like to say, like, I allow it, but there is special cases and special reasons for women to need something like that. And as I said, women, I'm real. Men can't have babies. I said it. Fire me. You can't. I'm the coach. I'm the boss. I'm the GM. This is my show, my life. My life be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. My life be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Yo. So, here we go. I dropped down the banner below again. There we go, guys. Moving forward. I'm continuing to move on past this bad Margera stuff, which I'm going to drop for you guys later. There's a conspiracy behind it, and you guys had no idea. So here's from the Insider. Remember that man who survived on a raft in a little small boat with pretty much ketchup? Well, Heinz offered him a new boat, and it looks like ketchup. Yo, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, Heinz offered the fisherman who survived 24 days at sea a new boat with GPS, but he didn't get enough money to buy one with a navigation system. Yo, I guess, man, that's his problem. He demanded cash instead of Heinz buying him a real boat, and that was his problem. He didn't think about the navigation system. I mean, maybe also if he didn't get, you know, the amount of money he could have. Like, I'll be honest, if a company that big is offering to build me a car, buy me a boat, plane, I'm not gonna ask for the money. I'm gonna trust them that they'll get the job done, because 99% of them are not like Exhibit Pimp My Ride. So you guys know the story about that, right? So turns out that Pimp My Ride stuff, all they did was make the outside good, and the interior looked good. They actually didn't do anything to the engines, really. Some of these cars were beat up and broken down in the engine, right? And then they pimp it out, then they send it back to their house, and these guys are like, yo, my engine's still trash, man. Some of them just had bad luck with it, right? I mean, the cool thing is that they get it pimped out, and this man right here gets his kind of pimped out boat. Not really. But like I said, he's not me, and he just wanted the money. I would have just wanted a boat. They would have politely hooked up with a fresh boat. I know that. So normally when those companies, if they offer something like that in rewards or something good, they're not going to go cheap with it. So trust a helping hand when it's trying to help you, right? I always like to say that these days, because you see a lot of people out there, they don't want help from anybody. Like, they don't want any love. It's really weird. They're so shy of good things. And you know who's not shy? I guess China. Here we see satellite pictures show 100-foot-long Chinese submarine of the skies military blimp at secret desert military base. So check it out. Here it is. It looks pretty small, to be honest. I guess this is a super large, probably housing 20, 30 air vehicles. And then you got this blimp. But hey, this could be a super large building in its own. I mean, if that is a really large blimp, then for sure that place is pretty big. This is in northwestern China before the balloon problem a couple months ago. Here's from Science Alert. Mysterious radio signals in space keep repeating. Astronomers just picked up 25 more. Guys, we're getting messages from aliens. We're getting messages from the outside realms, the outside entities. And this has been called out, actually. You know, if you hear people who are spiritualists or, you know, work with higher realms, they say that, you know, over the next few decades, it's just going to keep increasing our interactions with these entities. Sorry for being tired. I'm just so tired from this root canal last week. I'm literally barely getting off of the fatigue of the jaw. You know, my jaw was just like wrecked, right? You know, it was really, it hurt because of the root canal. I had an infection, dude, down deep in my tooth, so they drilled into it, right? So that's pretty intense. So astronomers from British Columbia, Canada, at the Dominion Radio Astrophysical Observatory and the Canadian Hydrogen Intensity Mapping Experiment with it through their next generation radio telescope is finding a unmistakable amount of radio frequencies coming from the outside realms. Very interesting. Moving forward, guys, everybody on melatonin gummies, throw that shit out. Throw it out. Stop. Look at, from Fox News, melatonin gummies found to contain potentially dangerous levels of the hormone. You know, I believe it because, look, the only reason I believe this, right? When you see people who love weed or love alcohol or just love a substance, you know, like they're addicted to it, there's this like tendency and this way that they're just needing it. And people who can't control themselves or know better of certain chemicals, right? Like when I didn't understand what weed was, I was kind of addicted to it. But now that I know what weed is, nah, not really. Some days I'll not even smoke and I'll just be like, oh, okay. You know, I'm like, some days I smoke a lot, but jeez, you guys knew that, bro. No, really though. So here we go. Melatonin. I hear people talk about it, and they're like, "Yeah, I freaking love it. I can't go without it, man. It's just like that thing, you know." They really, you know, like they're emotionally invested and attached to it. It's really weird. Like, you know, they'll be like, "Yeah, you got some melatonin." Like I've been asked that before. You know, you got melatonin or something like that, and yeah, you know, imaginably some of these brands, they would love to up the dosage just to make sure their drug hits. You know, that's a good drug dealer. They're selling it pure out there, right? No, in all reality. So it says 22 of the 25 gumming brands tested were inaccurately labeled. Only 3 of the products contained within 10% of the amount of melatonin that was indicated on the label, with the actual amounts of the hormone ranging from 75 to 347%. One of these melatonins actually contains CBD and no melatonin at all. So these guys are lying to you on these melatonin bottles. Some of them aren't even melatonin. Some of them are just chemicals. Wow. That is pretty wild. I always thought, like, why are these things so popular in the streets? Why are these, you know, why are normies so addicted to it? I was like, yo, there must be something behind it. Like, I always thought that they put a little some in it, and I find out, yeah, look, this. There's a lot of people actually putting THC or CBD in these melatonins. Crazy, ain't it? You know, everybody who's been using melatonin, there is other things. Like, for one, if you go by the organic lavender plus chamomile tea, you know, at your local stores, that thing is next level. Trust me, lavender and chamomile together, that'll put a baby to sleep real quick. Next up, Turkey kills ISIS leader in Syria operation, Erdogan says. Turkey's stepping it up. So you remember, NATO wanted a part of Turkey. There's advanced technology that lay within Turkey's country. There is some deep underground networks and ancient buildings and ancient archaeology that is being protected in Turkey away from NATO. Turkey right now is the good guys, all right? For everybody who wants to know, shout out Turkey and let's keep it freaking awesome. Here's from Yahoo. They found a hole in the ocean, and you could fit all of the Bank of America skyscraper headquarters into it, but it would become an ecological problem. There's a 900-foot hole called the Tajablu Hole off the coast of Mexico. It's the second deepest blue hole known. The deepest is the Sansha Yangul blue hole near China. Studying Taja could help us understand our climate's past and maybe our future. The top of it is near an exact circle and covers an area of nearly 1,000 or 150,000 square feet. Just that area alone is 3 times the size of the mansion Michael Jordan has been trying and failing to sell for 10 years. The hole is new to us, but not exactly new. 2 years ago, a local fisherman named Jesus Artemio Putvilla helped scientists from a research center in Mexico discover the spot. Now those scientists have published a study about it in the journal Frontiers of Marine Science. They're calling it Timja, or Tamja, which means deep water in Mayan. The hole is in Chaternal Bay, most of which is about 6 to 16 feet deep. Timja is the second or Tamja is the second deepest blue hole we know about. That's pretty deep. 900 feet. Pretty wild. The 60-story Bank of America Corporate Center in Charlotte, North Carolina is the tallest skyscraper in the American South and would definitely fit in there. That's crazy. That's pretty wild to think about. So, I'm going to take a quick little break. My eyes need to take off my contacts, so give me a sec. I will be back.
Gonna go far, that's what we on the run for, go hard. Sipping gin while we sitting, spitting those bars. Getting rich, got a vision, get the show cards. Lot of money laying around cause we go hard, always go hard. Spitting fire, see the sonar, hope they resonate with the vibe. Feel like Mozart, really I'm alive and my soul feel like Mozart. That's what hoes are, too explosive so I show art. Yeah, I make art, sad to see people with no heart. I work to replace all of the negative, I go far with it. I'ma show all of these bitches, no complaining if you with it. Don't you dream, you see the vision, need my energy, the mission. Really take all my precision every single day. I picture where I'll be the day we get it. Feed the brothers, feed the fam. I don't really give a damn. I don't wanna get famous. I wanna lend a hand. Give the cash and rubber bands to the people always standing on my side, always down the ride. Say I planned it. I'm the guy, like the supersized on the planet. In my mind, I don't gotta try, I already have it. I'll be doing damage. I was born a savage. In my mind, I already died, living lavish. Heaven is a state of mind, be glad if you have it. Living in a simulation, be patient to grab it. Universe will bring it to you if you ain't an average. If you live an average, then Satan's bound to manage your life. I'm just trying to tell you if you gonna roll the dice, gamble in your life instead of living precise. I ain't perfect, but I'm gonna earn it. No, it don't concern anybody but my person. Lesson that I learned is that people are gonna burn. Anything you do, they gonna pay the price. Nothing nice come in life for the dipshits. They just wish shit, never gonna manifest it. Never catch me resting, short-term blessings. I just want my brain to work so I can write my next hit. Ignite the blessings, manifest my life, never question a moment in my life. I be knowing that it's meant to be, this my destiny. All the rest of my life really history. The day that I'm finally gone, they'll be missing me. Your position be the reason that I'm gone. 200 songs done, I've been on the run. I ride a wave, make a way, I'm the one. I stay the same, but I'm changing a ton. Rearranging my brain for the gains through the sun. I've been absorbing the light, I could say that I won. At least I'm conscious of what I'm doing, praying a ton. Relay all the information, staying patient with the shit. I write a hit just to get through all the shit. I ain't a bitch, so I'll make it. I ain't dealing with the prick, I'm finna take over the game. Really, I'm getting in, I'm really glad that you're here to witness it. I'm about to fix entire rap game. You could call it magic, like a trick. Classic with the way I spit it. It be clapping when it hits. I be snapping on this shit. I've been rapping, feeling lit.
Yo. Welcome back to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. Like, subscribe, share. Tell your friends. Get a bong. Tell your mom. Get your dog. And let's save humanity. Nah, for real. At least do our best. Because without something along that movement of saving humanity, what else are we going to have left at the end of our life if we're not trying to save the life around us? You kind of get it, right? I hope you do. Everyone around here does. All right, guys. So, here it is. This is not the news we want to see. This is bad news. Incite crime, cocaine and marijuana fuel ever higher homicides in Costa Rica. I was just wondering about Costa Rica, and some of these islands, how they've been doing over the last few years with, what's happened over the global socioeconomics and how detrimental it is that things are changing very quickly and the impact. So here it is. Drug gangs battling over control of Costa Rica's cocaine trafficking infrastructure and the domestic marijuana market are fueling an increase in violence in the country, which last year saw its highest ever homicide rate at a recorded 36% increase. Jeez, bro. It says Limon, a province with a port city in the same name, is the epicenter of the violence, with a homicide rate almost 3 times the national average. Yo, so pretty much Limon right now is like Chicago. I'm not saying that to be funny. I pray for Chicago. I pray for Detroit even. If you guys know why Detroit is like that. Oh, man. That whole, actually, I kind of covered it a little bit. Remember that Finger Lakes, that 5 lakes, right? Remember with Joe Biden, Hunter Biden on his back, and then Jim Carrey talking about the Finger Lakes. Well, if you actually look at the Finger Lakes and that whole area, it is dark. The symbolism there, they put some type of occultic, some satanic energy there through the city lines and the county lines. I don't know when and how, but you can see it, and it's very present. They even have one of the nation's first satanic temples right there in Detroit. And then, you just seen this video. I'll probably pull it up tomorrow. That there's a Scientology building in Detroit, and right outside of it is just like this crazy CERN portal. And very odd. It's just very, very odd. And Costa Rica, isn't it like by some of these South American places that already have problems? Guatemala, I think, right? Yeah, I hope that everything calms down. No other way to say it. It says an increase in the supply of Colombian marijuana is also fueling rising violence. He said, traditionally, marijuana consumed in Costa Rica came from Jamaica. However, multiple seizures of the so-called creepy marijuana indicate that it may be displacing Jamaican cannabis. Oh, man. So, I guess this Colombian marijuana is bad marijuana. It's not healthy. It's, I really hope Jamaica steps it up, because look, Jamaica just did a recreational movement. So you can go over there and buy recreational weed and stuff. So, they're not needing to sell to other countries to make their money anymore, right? But that's not good. You got to keep the tradition. Look, personally, bro, all right, if I was a country with a lot of weed, I would supply all of my neighbors with weed so that they don't get supplied by other shit, right? You got to look out for your homies. You got to look out for your neighbors, even if you aren't like best friends with them. Nah, dude, just like there's something deeper within the spirit of humanity that we must look out for, heal, and protect. We see it with good marijuana. People just want to be hippies and do good things and laugh and, be out there in nature. And then you see these bad drugs, complete opposite. They want to hide and be mischievous. And yep, Costa Rica, I pray for you, my dudes. I haven't been there right now. I don't know if I'd want to, but in the future, it's a possibility if Costa Rica straightens out and I get the opportunity to go to Costa Rica, go there. It seems beautiful, and it's like good state, I guess. Moving forward, here it is from NBC News. This is interesting. It says, a suspect who used an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle and slaying 5 neighbors apparently slipped out of the local, state, and federal law enforcement dragnet. Bullshit. Bull. Yeah, they fucking let him go, these bitches. This is like, must be a CIA movement or a FBI movement or some type of false waving the flag. You know what I mean? Because literally, I just showed you guys an article about a couple weeks ago where, or did I yet? Maybe I'm about to show it today. I think I already did. The NFL tracked down 2 thieves of a couple of their stuff through the camera networks, and they found them in another state. So, these sports industries and these big companies, when they want to find someone off of the follicle of their hair, they will find them. You could say one word, they'll freaking track your vocal audio frequencies, right? And then they'll pair it to a database and they'll find you. When you steal a bag of popcorn from Walmart, they will hunt you down. But someone goes and kills 5 neighbors. Oh no, hey, no, I don't know where it went. Dude, bullshit. So we just seen Texas also start pushing for gun control. This is a problem. Biden's America. This is one of the things. Remember, I think it was Beto O'Rourke. He's all, "I'll take your guns. You guys don't need this shit. We're gonna take your guns. We're gonna take them." It was like a couple years ago. They were all fighting for power in 2008, 2016, right? When they really started these movements. And yeah, this is wild. Rest in peace, 5 people if they're dead. But regardless, who even knows if this is real? If they can't even find the dude, how do we even know that the bodies are real? Usually this type of shit, bro, they will flip over Earth, usually for something. Dude, everybody has cell phones and cameras these days. They have drones up in the sky. Literally, they say with NASA and SpaceX and Microsoft's One Earth and DARPA's Skynet, all this shit. Dude, they have like 14,000 satellites in the sky with 24/7 surveillance where they can see the indent of a golf ball on a golf course when they zoom in with their cameras from the satellite balloons up in the sky. But, whatever. They can't find them. We're moving forward. Oh, here it is. Here's the article that I'm about to tell you. Fox 4, 2 men charged for stealing jerseys during NFL draft in Kansas City. Yeah, okay, dude. So, detectives with the Kansas City Police Department reviewed security footage that showed the defendants stealing the jerseys. Oh, okay. So these jerseys were valued at $350 each. So I guess that's what, $700, about $1,050, huh? Man, it is a pretty pricey penny. I'll be honest. With tax, probably, let's see, you add 70, so about $1,150, about $1,150 with tax, depending on the state, I guess. Pretty wild. They track these dudes down and treat them like a manhunt. But everyone's like half idiots these days. These younger generations, bro, they're so dumb. Here it is from the Insider. TikTok challenge leaves teenager with 75% burns to his body because he wants to be TikTok famous. Ah. Dude, I've seen some of these TikTokers. They're dumb, bro. They can't even say a full sentence legibly. They can't even write out the full sentence, and they don't know respect. That's just the gist of it, all right? So, Mason Dark from North Carolina was engaging in a TikTok challenge that involved spraying a highly flammable paint aerosol into a lighter when his family heard the big boom and the can exploded. Mason Dark was set alight and jumped into a river to extinguish the flames, but he already had severe burns. And now they say he's unrecognizable. Oh my god. Interesting. Dark was then rushed to the UNC Burn Center in Chapel Hill. And yeah, I guess these people have been, or these kids have been doing this challenge for a long time. They say he looks 100 times different now than when he did before, or what he did before. Jesus, bro, I just can't even wrap my head around this. I'm not stupid enough to spray into a lighter, bro. What kind of, like, you have two brain cells. One of them says drink, one of them says eat, and no other brain cells gives you any clarity to do anything else. This is why I say you need to pay attention to your kids more now than ever and protect everything that you got. So here's Oregon HB 3501, a new law that is straight up communistic. The Right to Rest Act. Pretty much it would decriminalize camping in public places, where now everybody in Portland and Oregon, they can legally camp out, you know, right on the street, right anywhere. It says homeless individuals can have a privacy interest and a reasonable expectation of privacy in any property belonging to the person, regardless of whether the property is located in a public space. So it gives homeless people the right to treat public spaces like their private residence without discrimination and time limitations or harassments, and you could be sued for up to $1,000 for messing with the homeless. Freaking A, dude. Here are the essentials of the bill. 1A. Persons experiencing homelessness can be permitted to use public spaces in the same manner as any other person without discrimination based on their housing status. 1B. A person experiencing homelessness has a privacy interest and a reasonable expectation in privacy of any property belonging to the person, regardless of whether the property is located in a public space. And 1C. Every person in the state, including persons experiencing homelessness, have rights set forth in subjugation of this section to be exercised without being subject to harassment, citation, or arrest of law enforcement officers, public or private security personnel, or employees of local governments. Number 2. Notwithstanding any of the law or regulation of state government or local government, a person experiencing homelessness has the following rights. 2A, to use and to move freely in public spaces without discrimination and time limitations that are based on housing status. 2B, to rest in public spaces and seek protection from adverse weather conditions that are unsuitable for human exposure in a manner that does not obstruct human or vehicle traffic. Wow, they're at least saying that they can't obstruct traffic. They can obstruct everything else like McDonald's, but, well, obstruct that shit. Take it over, homeless. Just cap out of McDonald's. They'll feed you. Number 2C, to eat, share, accept, or give food in any public space in which having food is not prohibited. So they can eat wherever now. Even if food was not prohibited before, now it is. 2D, to pray, meditate, worship, or practice religion in public spaces without discrimination based on housing status. That should be a universal law. There should be no discrimination for religious practices. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. That's a touchy one because people are Satanists too, so they're gonna fucking try to abuse that. I'll have to reevaluate my decision, my thinking. 2E, to occupy a motor vehicle or recreational vehicle, provided that the vehicle is legally parked on a public property or private property without the permission or with the permission of the private property owner. Wow. So they can occupy a vehicle. Homeless can occupy a vehicle. Wow. So if it's Jesus, bro, this is straight up communistic. Number 3, subjection 2 of this section does not apply if the public space is close to the general public or requires a fee for entry. When this subjection applies, and it is legal and reasonably do so, law enforcement or local officials shall clearly designate and provide an appropriate alternative place for persons experiencing homelessness to rest without time limitations in the near vicinity. An affirmative defense is available. So this is number 4. An affirmative defense is available to a person experiencing homelessness to a civil or criminal charge related to the use of public spaces that the person was exercising the rights set forth in this section. Number 12. In any action under subjugation of this section alleging a violation, the court may award, in addition to the relief authorized under subjugation of this, compensatory damages of up to $1,000 per violation, a civil penalty in the amount of $1,000. This is insane. Everybody, that's pretty brutal. Oh, so here it is. This is a big piece of news. Remember I was talking about DeSantis making a headline? So DeSantis signs new bill allowing the death penalty for sexual rape or minors or anyone younger than 12 and sexual like abuse and sexual battery. So remember how Disney was like, DeSantis is making laws that's gonna hurt us and our employees. Well, if they wouldn't have fucking pedophiles everywhere, this type of law would not be hurting them. I sorry for the profanity, guys, but look, it is the way it is. The Disney is sick in the brain and they want to protect their people, right? But this, DeSantis is like, hey, we're protecting the kids. Wow, Disney wants to protect the adults who are abusing the kids. You get it, right? You guys get it, right? I'm just gonna let it sink in for a second. DeSantis is, I'm not going to say he's a good guy, but he's fighting for things that need to be fought for. We hear it all the time. I mean, I just showed Justin Bieber being pretty much harassed throughout his teenage years, being sexualized by adults everywhere. And, that's just the gist of it, right? You see Miley Cyrus, you see all of these Disney stars. They are traumatized. They are beyond traumatized. They are, fighting, mentally struggling. Amanda Bynes, right? Amanda Bynes she's going through some crazy type of mental issues because the contracts that were made around her name. It's pretty wild what's happening over there in Florida. I'll be real. Florida is absolutely insane right now. I mean, I would want to go over there, but I wouldn't want to go over there too because that's just that's 2 times the brutality and 2 times the sun, 2 times the day and night life, which I might actually like. I'll be honest. If I have sun all day and it's warm all day all year long, ooh, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But there's something we don't like. Personally, dude, I think this is gross. I think that this dude should be thrown out for saying this shit. I think he should be checked out and mentally a mental test, a psychological test. I think his kids should be checked out. This is fucking sick. So the Michelin star chef to add semen to the menu at trendy restaurant, bro. Yes, you heard this. Chef named Bees Munoz was invited to try the dish by Japanese chef Hiro Sato and was blown away. Look, they're putting fish semen in the dish, bro. Fuck that. I'm good. I'm not gonna eat that, bro. I don't care how fancy of a dish you serve and how bougie you want to be. I'm not eating this. You can gobble it up. I'm not. All right. This is gross. This is all right. You know when they people talk about the battle between good and evil. I'll be honest, bro. This is deep, bro. Look, I don't even want to get into it. This dude's low key suspect, very, very suspect, bro. This in his hair, super sus. Says right here. This someone wrote. Oh, yeah, me too, bro. Me too. He was awarded a best chef award for being a semen gobbler. Nasty ass. So I'm gonna run through the headline with this. We don't need to get into it too much, because I won't shut up about this one and the implications. But I'm just gonna run through it. So from Wired, this was a couple years ago. Chemists and scientists believe that doubling our DNA building blocks could lead to new life forms. All right. Yeah, here, give me a sec. You know, if they're talking about new life forms and doubling our DNA, what have we seen in the last few years? We've seen a fight for our DNA. Literally, this mRNA tech can change our DNA, and we know that the PCR tests can in vitro collect the samples of our DNA, and we know that these cloning centers out there use in vitro little samples exactly like the ones that we sent in, not me, you guys, for cloning. So, it's just a big mess. We're moving forward. New bill to tackle hate crime and hate speech includes clear provision of a protect freedom and expression. So I believe this is the Ireland one. Yes. Yeah. Moving forward. Whoa. Here, something you guys don't see every day. JP Morgan CEO wants to confiscate private property to force urgent investment in green energy. No. So Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase has been bought by the World Economic Forum and believes the U.S. government should seize private property to combat climate change. He stated governments, businesses, and non-governmental organizations may need to invoke eminent domain to get adequate investments fast enough for grid, solar, wind, and pipeline innovations. Baloney. He wants our money quicker because they know all of their money is getting taken from them. Everybody's moving away from the mainstream, and the mainstream knows. But here's something you guys didn't know. So just recently, May 1st, more than 2,000 pounds of ground beef are recalled from the Illinois-based Weinstein Wholesale Meats. Ew, if it's Weinstein's meats, it's contaminated. That's a joke. We don't want that cut up salami, that smelly salami, that maggot and worm meat. So remember, everybody, in Weinstein's, is it Harvey Weinstein, right? In his legal case against him of all those celebrity actresses and the sexual misconduct, in those interviews with the ladies, they said Weinstein's sausage was surgically attached to his body. His junk was surgically attached and it looked deformed. Like, it wasn't. Dude, I bet Weinstein probably got someone else's dangling and sewed it onto him in order to. Yeah, you know what? That's sick, bro. Weinstein is filthy. So is Illinois-based company Weinstein Wholesale Meats. Hey, it's just a joke. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to really say that you guys are affiliated with Harvey Weinstein, because you're not. Everybody, they're not affiliated. It's just a joke. Both of them have dirty meat. And this is dirty too. Here's from my local Washington State. Inslee rolls back limitations on police chases in Washington. So, under the new law, police no longer need probable cause to initiate a pursuit. And saying, you heard that. Instead, reasonable suspicion that a person inside the vehicle has committed or committing a crime would be enough to give the chase. This is crazy. So they don't even need to see you do anything illegal. They could just think. Their brain is so powerful, they can think when you're a criminal. Man, oh man. Cops have sure gotten more insane. Actually, it's not the cops. It's Inslee. He's a jackass. But, hey, everybody, we all seen, I'm not pulling it up. Inslee actually said he's done with Washington State government. He will not be re-enlisting. He will not re-sign for a third term or fourth term, whatever he is. He will take his final year and he will go. So there's a new opening in Washington State for a better leader. I just hope it's someone on our side. Kind of like not this. So Fall Out Boy, I love Fall Out Boy. Pete Wentz to the man, bro. I'm dude. Skrillex just came out with a song that he was like talking with you way back in the day. And it's just so amazing, bro. Literally, Fall Out Boy and Skrillex are two of my favorite people over the last 10, 15 years, bro. So this vinyl from Fall Out Boy is infused with real tears. Very interesting. It's called Crinol. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Look at this. This is a very unique thing. I'm not sure if there's actually anything special to it, like diamond, gold, silver, or anything. Fascinating. It's a silver platinum looking vinyl. Nice. So, Fall Out Boy was like, they also said this. We're working with local legend Salty Dog Records to also build the world's first piss-filled records, but it turns out it's really hard. Dude, these guys are awesome. They're funny. I'm glad that I love Fall Out Boy and these guys got this type of creativity and sense of humor to call it a crinol. Look, this is better than Tony Hawk and some of these other artists putting blood in their shit. That's dark. That is dark. Interesting. So, I don't even know why Fall Out Boy would mention this to give people the idea, but they're like, do not use the DNA in the vinyl to commit crimes on us or whatever. Very interesting. So I guess legit, hypothetically, there is real DNA or water in those records. Very interesting. Now, here it is. Genetically female foal produced from male clone donor. Dude, this was May 3rd. So they produced a female horse from a male clone or a male. I don't get it. A male horse. I don't. I'm mind blown because now that I'm thinking about all the possibilities of how they're cloning people, humans, and this whole LGBTQ thing, the in vitro artificial insemination and the in vitro baby maker, like the egg sacs, where they don't need a mother or a womb. They could just put the cell in there and it grows on its own, right? They've had these for at least 100+ years. The artificial baby chambers, the in vitro chambers. We know that we've seen them in the Chicago Fair in the early 1900s. They called them baby incubation chambers, right? And so they would incubate babies in there, right? Because these scientists, they're way ahead of us, man. They're way ahead of us. They know how to clone, and they know how to produce creatures, chimeras and other different things. This is insane. Yeah. So it's interesting. The first thing we thought was we made some type of mistake, said Gabriel, Damien, and Viqueta. But as soon as we checked every little step we performed during that cloning and embryo transfer procedure, we confirmed the born animal had indeed originated from the intended nuclear donor, and we knew that we were facing something unusual. Very interesting. This is only the start of it, guys. I'll be honest. If they're cloning horses, you bet they're cloning babies. And this is someone who should never be cloned. So a Food Network contestant. So a Food Network contestant will spend her life in prison for killing the foster kid. Yeah, I don't like to look at this. I don't like this is hurting my stomach. I don't want to. Anytime some kids get killed or abused, it puts me in some type of way that I don't like. And may God have judgment on her. So here's CNN. 11-year-old honored for saving fellow student from choking and woman from house fire all in one day. This was actually a couple years ago. This dude's a boss. Look at this. Davon Johnson. Look at that mug, them glasses, bro. This dude's lying, bro. I get everything. I get all the love, the food. I get all the goodies. This is my life. Y'all just living in it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, dude. That's cool. He was honored for heroism by his local city for jumping into action to save a classmate who was choking and rescue a woman in a house fire all in one day. He always said that he wanted to be an EMT and nurse too. So what a life, man. That kid is going to be a hero in the future. Protect this kid and give him a raise. Give that man a job. And so remember, I just showed you an article a few minutes ago about doubling our DNA blocks, right? So this is to go with it because the scientific elite who are looking into space or looking into altering our genome in order to give us newer life forms and allow us to adapt to newer planets or life systems, right? Living spaces. So here's from Science Friday. This was years ago. Can genetic engineering help humans live in space? Well, probably. Now, what have we seen over the last few years? Everybody's been saying we're getting genetically engineered. And what is Elon Musk saying? He wants to send everybody to, well, not everybody, but he wants to send people to Mars. And he's trying to make that push for it. Well, low key, Elon isn't telling you that in order to go to Mars, we're going to have to morph our DNA. I'm telling you. Other people are telling you, but are you listening? Look, I'm not sure if currently our morph DNA is good or bad, but I just letting you know that there's reasons for all of this. And this is a sick picture, gross, nasty. This was in Comet Pizza, guys. Remember, I've been showing you over and over and over again HEK-293 Cenomix. It's been established for a couple decades, and numerous organizations run partnerships and contracts with it, and it has actually some legal protection or something, I think. It's very interesting, very strange, but it is a human fetus cell artificial taste sweetener enhancer, right? So for your taste buds in our foods are fetal cells, fetal kidney cells. A protein and enzyme specifically from it, right? Pretty nasty. What's this, Shay? What's this? Say this picture. It says the same thing, If this was in Comet Pizza, this is McDonald's. McDonald's is being fed through lines of blood, right? And then you're being chopped up and served as meat. Hey guys, the devil is real and the devil is tricky. Remember, one of the sacred rules of some of the ancient scriptures and Bibles is that we should not, under any circumstance, consume blood or human flesh, or else it'll be a sin and punishment, right? Well, what do these devils in America want for the world? They want that. They want God to hate everyone. They don't want God to be in anyone. So what's one way to trick humans into eating something that God will not like? Here it is, folks. I'm not joking. You think I'm playing, but I'm not. These occultists are sick. They'll put you in positions that'll make you sin against your own will. And this is it. If this is true, it rings an alarm that there is a reason for all of this, a bad reason, a reason that people deny, oh, good versus evil doesn't exist. No, you kind of see this in, like, in my head, I automatically ring up battle of good versus evil, and it's pretty sick. I'm getting stomach sick thinking about it. So here's some interesting. 3 medical schools in North Carolina are now diagnosing toddlers who play with opposite gender toys as having gender dysphoria and can transition them. So if your toddler even looks at a toy or picks up a toy of the opposite gender, like let's say you have a daughter and she picks up a nice little sports car, well, these sickos over in North Carolina are like, oh, she's a boy. You have no right to say anything. I'm going to transition them. And if you don't, blah, 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 you're so mean. You're so sexist, judgmental. You don't know better. You're a bad parent. Why you and all that demon shit, bro. Get out of here. Leave the kids alone. Fuck off with your ideologies. This is sick. I would slap a bitch if they were like, if my son just, happened to pick up a Barbie doll and not like, I don't know how to say it, bro. But, if my son picked up a Barbie doll and there was some sick fuck adult who was staring at him through a sexuality lens of, oh, I'm trying to understand their inner, deeper sexuality as a 2-year-old. Oh, they're not a boy, they're a girl, and I want to change them into having a vagina. I would fucking beat the shit out of them. That's just me, bro. That's just me. I hope all of you guys agree with that, because they want to change your kids' genders without your fucking permission, bro. I'm sorry for the profanity, but this thing gets me heated. Because there's a lot of parents out there who are like, well, I just see a Facebook article about this chick offering kid massages. Nasty, bro. It was like princess package. Offering kid massages, bro. Get the fuck out of here. So, I'm sorry for profanity, guys. But I speak with love. Profanity used in the right way, it's okay. Profanity used in the wrong way, it's not. We're mature enough to understand what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. All right. So here's from the Watch Guru. I've been telling you that El Salvador is super pro crypto, and here it is. El Salvador president officially signs law eliminating all taxes on income, property, and capital gains for technological innovations. Right here, you see it. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele. Pretty dope, am I right? Margera later. It's about at a 2-hour mark. Yeah. And here it is. Here, remember I was talking about Russian Ukraine honestly going. Here's a oil terminal in Russia that people say was by a drone strike. You see the picture, the video now, and we need to watch it. It is what it is right here. It's just an oil refinery burning up, right? Yeah. Things are getting pretty serious, I would say. I hope all of you guys are, stepping it up. Whoa, this dude looks like Andrew Tate, don't he? A little bit, huh? He looks like Andrew Tate's real brother. Yo, it's pretty dope to see this, though. Yeah, this is sweet. Go El Salvador. I will be right back, guys, and just sit right back for a second and kick it.
Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught up in the loop. Got up out it cause I found the truth. Woke up to a beauty of the day, the sun is shining, so I'm finna stay. Sitting, soaking up all of the rays, till I feel it surging through my brain like some booger sugar. Did a lot of cane, experimented with it, couldn't name all the times I did it, feeling like a fade. Yeah, I'm really glad that I let it go. Cause I gotta be prepped for the time when the plane ride is a new norm. So I know I'm gonna stay high, blaze on the ganja. Feeling like I make my music go to another level while I take off. I can't ever stop this, fell in love with it, fit like a glove. So I'm never ever done with it. So now I'm about to rip another beat, ayy. One day I'll make a million in a week. Yeah, shooting for the top spot, feel like I'm a hot shot. Like I really got a chance with it, I will not flop. Somebody gonna make a dance when I pop off. Gonna have all the bitches taking all the tops off. I've been feeling like I'm really gonna kill it for the rest of my life. So I've been staying focused. In my soul, I've been feeling like $1 million. So I know that everything is really getting closer. Yeah, no posers, only been hanging with the ones I've chosen. Only all the people that are living in the right way, cause they spending every day growing. Yeah, no whole shit coming in my life and then leaving in a moment. That's the shit I'll never let into my life again. Cause lately I've been feeling like I'm golden. Never showboat, I just showcase on my music that I made this far. Always knew that I could be the one that would get this far. Now I'm right here looking in my mirror, trying to figure out if there's any more fear. Cause I'm getting rid of it all, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it all. Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught.
Hey, welcome back. So I am gonna do it. This is Bam Margera. Bam Margera turned himself in and surrenders to the police to face assault charges. Remember, we've been talking about this for a while. He made threats to his family. He punched his brother. He said some outlandish shit. But guys, please pray for Bam and realize this is not his fault. 1,000%. They're trying to paint him as a bad image because he's not playing with Gene Knoxville. He's not playing ball with Jeff Tremaine. He's not playing ball with the Illuminati. So they're fucking smearing him. All right, this actually goes a lot deeper because I sat there and watched Viva La Bam. I sat there and watched Jackass. I even watched CKY. Look, we know Ryan Dunn, his best friend, died in a mysterious crash, but nobody really knows what happened there. This is deeper than I understand, but I'm starting to get the brink of all of this. All right, it turns out I'm just gonna say the information as I know it. 10 years ago, when Ryan Dunn died in the crash, he died alongside another Jackass crew TV member or a producer member. He was a cameraman. It turns out that those two, Ryan Dunn and the cameraman, they were creating a documentary that was really risky. They were even talking about it on air on Radio Bam. So Zach Hartwell, the passenger that died, Ryan Hartwell and Bam, and Ryan Dunn and all of them, they were creating a documentary on the car industry and the car sales industry and how shady it is, how much they were robbing you sometimes. They were literally doubling up the marking up prices because you don't know better. They were stealing from you and the banks, probably with the bank's help. So there's this shady industry, right? Like they're probably not even properly fixing up cars. They're probably, just bullshitting half of them, right? Half of these people, robbing them with crazy type of interest rates and also crazy type of add-ons and additions. And, so there's a huge list of stuff that the automobile industry probably has done shadily, right? Well, so right here, I pulled up this episode, Radio Bam from Zach Hartwell. This is 11 years ago, yo. Yes, I've been diving deep into this, and here I'm just gonna let it play. It's a 15-minute interview. That's it. So here we go. Oh, you gotta be joking. We're gonna listen 5 minutes, robbing people. This Zach Hartwell was going super in depth on the shadiness of the car industry, car salesmen, and how they're literally ripping, lower class, middle class citizens off like 10, 20, 30, $40,000 like a day, a week, accumulatively multiple people, and they didn't give one F. They did this as like a crime industry, crime organization. I mean, technically they're just upselling, but they're actually doing a whole bunch of like near illegal shit, I believe. I don't think they can do that. I don't know. But so it's video, they're like, they make a joke. They're like, yo, can't you get killed for this shit? And they're like, yeah, probably. And they're like, oh, fuck. Hopefully you don't get killed for this. And then, boom, a couple weeks later, they die. And this documentary never gets released. It's very interesting, right? Rest in peace, Ryan Dunn. Rest in peace, Bam. I'm just gonna keep on going with this Bam Margera stuff. So Bam Margera is under some type of, I would say conservatorship, but legal guardianship of his family. Johnny Knoxville made Bam Margera and his family sign some type of guardianship in order to continue filming with Bam and all, right? In order for them to stay together, they were saying Bam was going through alcoholism, drugism, he's just a bad dude, and they're like, oh, Bam, you need to straighten out your life or else you can't be with us. They actually threatened to kick him out of Jackass. I think they did. I think they kicked him out of Jackass 4. They only have one clip with him. The dude that fucking made them, bro, he made all of them who they are today. Without Bam, they would be nothing. Straight up. They all admit, they're like, yo, Bam was by far, or is by far, the most talented, right? So Bam starts talking. He's like, oh, here it is. Look at, so here's one of these things. I, Bam Margera, fully understand that I will not be able to engage in negotiating a contract to participate in a new Jackass film unless I stay in treatment for a bare minimum 90 days and abide by the rules set forth at the treatment center. I understand that to remain sober and only take medication. So they made him take 18 different medications, which messed up his head, messed up his emotions, messed everything up. Bam Margera even goes to say that he couldn't even get he couldn't get an erection and have sex with his wife. That's how bad it got. It ruined his home life. It ruined his mentality. And this was made by Johnny and Jeff. Jeff Tremaine and Johnny Knoxville. And supposedly, these dudes were supposedly his best friends, right? It said one arm is a best friend. Here's from Bam himself, I think. One arm is a best friend. One arm is from a poser, a procreation thief. If Jeff Tremaine was in this photo, he would be greedy to fit. F Jeff. Remember I tattooed that on me long ago, Jeff, because I knew who you were a long time ago, and he still has love for Steve-O. I guess him and Steve-O, have a lot of love. And I'll be honest, this gets real messy real quick because, look, I'm telling you, Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine are in the big ballers club, the Illuminati. They want to be up there. And no, they are. They are. They made Bam Margera sign a contract. I'm not going to say they made Steve-O do this, but I bet you under the influence and guidance of those guys, Steve-O did this sick. I don't respect Steve-O one bit for this. Look, even if he is homies with Bam, I'll be honest, Bam Margera is over there throwing up Satanism symbols, but I'll be honest, I don't think that boy wants that life. I think ever since what happened to Dunn and he realized that they probably killed him, he's been trying to fight it. So look, it is Steve-O's I'm just going it, dude. Everybody just get Steve-O off your radar, bro. That dude, he's not the dude that you thought he was. I'll be honest. This whole Jackass crew, Bam Margera, Johnny Knoxville, they're really opening up my eyes to what Hollywood loves, because MTV put them on a pedestal, bro. But why? Why do you think? Because of the darkness that was involved, because of the shadiness that they were doing, because of what Johnny Knoxville was willing to do against his own crew. They sold Bam, they sold Ryan out. They pretty much murdered their images because they weren't gonna be they weren't gonna be the slaves. They weren't gonna be, I'm not gonna I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much, but Bam Margera right here goes and he talks about it. He's like, yeah, Johnny Knoxville made me sign this contract and then put me on 18 medication. He ain't a friend. And he's like, Johnny Knoxville, I want to fight you bare knuckles. And he's serious. He's dead serious. This Bam Margera is dead serious. And so, here to show on Johnny Knoxville, here's the prank panel with that sicko over there, Eric Andre. You guys, all right. The Eric Andre show is pretty much a big comedy show of, I think, the same type of stuff that Steve-O is into. Not just the tattoo, but like all the weird homosexual stuff and just the weirdness, bro. Like Eric Andre is a weirdo. Johnny Knoxville is a weirdo, right? And it's actually more interesting once you realize that this prank panel is co-created by Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, that dude. Everybody in the community of conspiracy knows how Jimmy Kimmel is, on the hot seat for being one of those, ball players, the Illuminati club, right? Yeah, and it is what it is, man. These dudes all hang out with each other, all sick. Move forward. So, so Bam talks about how Jackass betrayed, abandoned, and rejected him. He feel like his family has effing done everything horrible to me and made me jump on hoops and walk through eggshells, which is impossible, and strung me along like a effing puppet to get the $5 million I usually get when a movie is made because of Jeff Tremaine and CKY. That contract required him to be drug tested, take breathalyzer tests, medications, see a psychiatrist, remain sober, and, just completely ruin his life because, this was right after. There's not a post. I'm not showing you an article right here. I went back and went into Bam Margera's Facebook, and around 2014, 2015, he started coming out as a conspiracy theorist. You can look at his post. He's like, conspiracy theories. I wonder. So I bet you Bam Margera is in the background talking to these guys like, yo, what the F is going on? Like he's trying to really figure it out, and they don't want him to figure it out. They don't want him to know that Johnny Knoxville sold him out. I bet. I'm going on and saying that I firmly believe from everything that I'm reading, Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine are dangerous fellows. They're not good dudes. And, so just by I'm not going to play this. So, Ryan Dunn died in a car accident, right? Out of all the Jackass crew, all of those dudes, Ryan Dunn was the only one to pull a weird prank like sticking a toy car up his ass. I just think, I'm not going to show it, and I'm not a fan of that, but if there were some type of, how do I say this? Coincidence or strange, connections or things like that. Like, this is weird, out of all of them, right? He died by a car, and he was the only one to do some crazy, sick mini car type of thing, like that's kind of unique and not cool. You know what I mean? Just a weird coincidence. Weird. And even more weird is that the police specifically stated that he was traveling between anywhere of 132 and 140 miles per hour. 132, like a Skull and Bones number. And he was driving in the Porsche. And very interesting. And here it is. Look at, so this is a couple of hours before he died. And I'll be honest, look at this. Doesn't that just look shady, bro? Don't these two dudes look like they're like, you know, hey, you're stepping into hot waters. It's time to handle the business. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, right? Sopranos shit, right? Where they know that someone knows too much and he's spilling the secrets, the dirty deeds. These guys, they barely started their drinks. They look all sober, right? Ryan, he looks like he's wondering what's in his drink. He looks like he's completely out of it already. He have the same vibe of these two. These two have this weird, mysterious vibe, and I mean it, bro. You're taking a picture with Ryan Dunn, and that's the vibe you give off. That's not even like a happy vibe. This is like these dudes are. How do I say this? They're up to mischievous things type of vibe. Trust me, I know, because I smoked a lot of weed and I've been around a lot of weird situations in the streets. I've been in, you know, a lot of weird like emotions and vibes around people. You know, of course, I've been to cool parties too, where nothing bad goes happen. But like, I studied a little bit of psychology, and I understand body language. In comparison to events, these guys are at a bar, right? And it's not the same vibe. Like these two look like they don't fit in with this dude, with Ryan right here. He just looks like it just looks like something's wrong, bro. I'll be honest, this picture just it's very warning, right? This doesn't look right. Ryan Dunn's like, why don't they take a new picture? Why didn't they take a new picture, right? But no, Ryan Dunn's I wonder if someone posted without his permission. You know what I mean? And what's even weird is that there was some people that the city had asked, like, hey, what's up, with Ryan Dunn? They're like, you know what, to be honest, he wasn't that hardcore of a drinker. And yeah, and they say he was faded. Like, that's not Ryan Dunn, though. They said it. There's a couple of these people in the city. They're like, I forgot who it was exactly. Yeah, it's just interesting. And this is the car right here. Dude, tell you what, bro, that car doesn't look. Why the fuck? Why is there? All right, here's a different one. Oh shit! So here's the car in the tree. Sorry, that was going for. Here's the car in the tree. It's very weird. There's nothing left of it, bro. I've never seen a car this bad. I'll be honest. Like, there's this other picture. I've never seen a car this bad. Never, bro. That doesn't look like it was on fire. That looks like. I don't know, bro. That looks like it was like bombed, dude. Yeah, bro. It kind of looks like it was bombed. I'll be honest. There's nothing left of it. Nothing. And in a more interesting article that I found, so Bam Margera paid tribute to Ryan Dunn, and he mentioned the night that Ryan died. He said he was in Arizona when he heard it, and he was having the time of his life, and then, like, boom, the same minute that Ryan Dunn died, Bam Margera just flipped a switch, and he lost it. Like he was having a happy time with his friends out there in Arizona, and then the same exact minute Ryan died, Bam says that he just started punching out the windows and ripping out the speakers, and he was mad. He was in anger and frustration. All of his emotions were overwhelming, and he lost control. He just lost control, like the spirit of God, or I don't know, maybe dark spirits that were around him controlled him. Like, they were like trying to send him a message, that something crazy major had happened. I'm not get on to this too long. This is sad. Hey, rest in peace, Ryan Dunn, man. Rest in peace. No one deserves that. You guys have a great night. This is it. This was it. This was a nice piece of news for you. You guys have a great day and take care. Look, I'll be back with a lot of guests this year. Just stay tuned. I had to take some time off for myself. My jaw, my dental pains were unbelievable. So I actually was told last week that I might have needed a second root canal with a second crown. And to be honest, bro, like, nah, I really hope not. Yeah. I mean, I had another appointment. They said that was completely false. So I'm confused. I'm really confused right now. Like, I'm going through a little bit of dental issues, but I've heard 3 different things from 3 different dentists, and I don't know what to believe. My freaking mouth, my teeth, I need to make them straight, and I need to keep them cool. Like, not hurting, Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you guys have a great night. I'm over here playing with this tooth that hurts. Nah, it doesn't really hurt. So it's weird, right? I was given a cold test on all these teeth, and I actually felt nothing. The lady was like, "You don't even have senses on your teeth. Like, you must have a strong pain tolerance." I was like, "Yeah, I do. That's true." Hey, I'm a strong man. You guys have a great night. God bless. Be high. Be blessed. See you next time on the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I love you all. Take care. Peace.
Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught up in the loop. Got up out it cause I found the truth. Woke up to a beauty of the day, yeah, the sun is shining, so I'm finna stay. Sitting, soaking up all of the rays, till I feel it surging through my brain like some booger sugar. Did a lot of cane, experimented with it, couldn't name all the times I did it, feeling like a fade. Yeah, I'm really glad that I let it go, cause I gotta be prepped for the time when the plane ride is a new norm. So I know I'm gonna stay high, blaze on the ganja, feeling like I make my music go to another level while I take off. I can't ever stop this, fell in love with it, fit like a glove, so I'm never ever done with it. So now I'm about to rip another beat, ayy. One day I'll make $1 million in a week, yeah, shooting for the top spot. Feel like I'm a hot shot, like I really got a chance with it. I will not flop, somebody gonna make it dance when I pop off. Gonna have all the bitches taking all the tops off. I've been feeling like I'm really gonna kill it for the rest of my life, so I've been staying focused. In my soul, I've been feeling like $1 million, so I know that everything is really getting closer. Yeah, no posers, only been hanging with the ones I've chosen. Only all the people that are living in the right way, cause they spending every day growing. Yeah, no whole shit coming in my life and then leaving in a moment. That's the shit I'll never let into my life again. Cause lately I've been feeling like I'm golden. Never showboat, I just showcase on my music that I made this far. Always knew that I could be the one that would get this far. Now I'm right here looking in my mirror, trying to figure out if there's any more fear. Cause I'm getting rid of it all, yeah, I'm getting rid of it all. Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught.
Oh, hey, see ya. Bye. I love you.